going on, you guys?
What is up, everybody? Happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Welcome to another episode 41.
41, we out here.
We're out here. And we also have that giveaway we promised you last week, so stick around.
Yes.
We'll be doing that.
Yes, I read each and every one of your comments, and it restored my faith in this community. It's so good to see that there are people that still enjoy this community, that it gives positivity to them.
Right.
And it's not just a sinkhole. So
Yeah.
that makes me really happy. Shout out to all of you.
Yeah, thank you guys for all commenting.
Yes. And yeah, like I said, I hope you guys are all enjoying the Super Bowl. We were going to reschedule this for tomorrow, but a lot of you said no, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Keep it for today. And that works out best because tomorrow is Cup's birthday. So I'm going to need all of you guys to drop a bunch of purple hearts.
Yeah, thank you.
Tell him that we all appreciate him. He does so much than I think a lot of people even realize, because he doesn't ask for any credit, any notoriety. So please just love him as much as I do, which is really, really impossible. But drop those hearts.
Thank you guys.
Tomorrow, hop on our server, say happy birthday, and yeah.
Yeah, Valentine's Day birthdays suck.
No, I make it all about him I don't know what Valentine's Day
But we
is.
can't go to like dinner like with a group. It's hard.
That's why we cook. You have to suffer through my cooking.
Anyways, for the year, we're at 191 catches. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Live catches. And then this week we had 40.
And then this Saturday, we broke an all-time record. So the previous live catch record for a day was 13. This weekend, yesterday, we hit 16 live catches. So you guys are killing it. Everyone out there doing catches, you guys are killing it. And what did we say this week was?
There's a lot of RSOs.
Yes.
Registered offenders.
Okay, you're doing the little beeping.
Registered. Oh, wrong one.
It's not a magical thing.
Anyways, no, but we had a PCI.
Mm-hmm.
PCM had one. CPP, which was a decoy from PCM and PCI. Courtney Elizabeth.
Musa. Right?
I know Web and NVCAP.
Yeah, so there was a lot, and I think we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but it just really drives me crazy because a lot of people ask people's opinions of, do you think that these guys can change if they get therapy, if they do this? And I have always said that once you have that thought in your head that you're attracted to minors, unfortunately, I don't think you can just turn it off. You can maybe not act on it, but it just really shows that it doesn't go away. And it's sick that these guys are still out here doing this. A lot of whom were in prison the past several years. And we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. First off, we wanted to say PP Official had their channel taken down.
Oh, yes, they did.
And it was no bueno.
It was no bueno. When I got alerted for it, we were like, okay, so let's, what did the email say? Like, where's the timestamp? Or usually if it's a person that gets the channel removed, you get to see their Gmail name or whatever.
Right.
Well, let me tell you what, this was not like that.
Yeah, it was a whole different type of copyright strike, and Alex believes that it was from the dark web pred, Joey, who was the tech guy who had the podcast.
Yes, because it wasn't like a normal YouTube strike. It was your whole channel is nuked.
Right.
And do you remember the name of it?
Yeah, it was called Circumvention of Technologies.
Yeah, so basically everyone was pointing fingers. Oh, it was this catcher. Oh, it was this decoy. Oh, it was this person. It was this supporter. Everyone was pointing fingers, but they narrowed it down to it being Joey, who we've showed here on this show. A couple weeks ago, we did show his podcast. And
didn't play it, though.
We did not play it. Thank God. Thank God. But if you guys want to head over to Net Predators, you can see a whole discography. What's it called?
Oh, what?
A discovery? Discography.
Okay, no.
I forget what it's called.
You're talking about
iTunes
discography?
Yes.
That's like for albums.
Right. Okay. Well, the podcast version, you can see all, and you'll actually see that he's a pretty intelligent tech guy.
Right.
So, yeah, what a sick son of a bitch. And the fact that he did this to do that. But luckily, Alex is coming back strong. He's not letting it get him down. He's now going to be uploading all of the videos that he used to upload to PP Official, now to PP Southeast Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly really like this idea because PP Southeast Texas is also a catcher. And so you'll get to see Alex's catches.
Get a little bit of both.
You'll get a little bit of both. So
make sure you go over there and sub if you haven't turned your notifications on. He still will be going live on your boy JDQ, but just definitely a sketchy, sucky situation.
Yeah. Like he says, don't keep all of your eggs in one basket. So if you're a catcher, if you're a makeup guru, if you're just a talker like us, have a backup channel.
Do we have one?
We're going to need to talk about that.
And then in other sad news for channels being terminated, the other day we got a notification that Justin PAYNE was going live. We're like, oh, cool, let's share it. Well, then it said like MicroStrategy ENG, and it came up to some crypto.
We're like,
talk,
okay,
and we're like,
he finally downloaded Robinhood. He's just maybe getting into it.
I was like, well, maybe he's like donating his channel, or it's something that's going on, like a giveaway. I didn't know exactly. But it's been confirmed that his YouTube and Gmail have been hacked, and he will update as things progress. But when we went to his channel earlier today, we got this.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. It's so sad. It's so sad.
It's really, it's fucked up. It honestly is. And when this happened, even up until last night, he went live and there was another stream going, but this time it was for Shiba. And this is kind of what was on the screen. It had a little, thing playing of some people talking, and it had rules for basically this giveaway. And it was to give crypto to get more crypto in return.
Give 200 coins and you'll get 500 back.
Right.
Which is standard. It's just it's a scheme, and it's, when you go to get your money, they're already gone.
They're not giving you any. So if you do see this kind of stream pop up, definitely stay away.
Yeah, and we were looking into it yesterday, and we came across probably 30 channels that were live streaming and all this exact same content. And we went to the channel, and there would be like musicians where it used to be all music, or gamers, but they changed the names, they delete all the videos, and they pretty much take it over. And YouTube, as always, doesn't
do anything.
They don't have a number that someone can call and say, hey, this is what's happening. Gmail is the same. So it's just a really hopeless feeling when something like this happens.
Yeah, and back in October, this actually happened, the same type of scheme. It says YouTube channels hacked and rebranded for live streaming crypto scams. And basically what happens is the channels are compromised and either sold to these people who want to run the scam.
The hacker.
Right. And it says that the accounts can be sold anywhere from like $300 to $5,000, depending on how many subs that channel has. And what we thought was interesting and kind of funny was Justin PAYNE's live had 15,000 people allegedly watching, which if you've been to a Justin PAYNE live, you know that that's not the case. He's not getting 15,000. As much as we'd love him to get that many, it's just not the case. So they were view botting to make it appear like people were actually interested to get more people to start watching. To
be like, oh, this is real.
Right.
And, what a great way to make money.
And it's just really unfortunate that there's nothing that can be done. And Justin, he did a little Instagram video saying, he got a notification that there was a security problem. So he went in, tried to change. And as soon as he went to go change it, all of his security questions had been changed. Everything to get back into the account was changed, the phone number, everything. And it's just
it's such a violating feeling,
right?
Something that you have worked on, your income. And
yes,
just
he's been working on this since 2009.
Yeah, it's literally your baby. And to have some scam artist come in and just take it all, and then YouTube, who is supposed to be your partner, is nowhere to be found. Won't help you. They're ran by bots.
Yeah. And it says here that the people that were looking into this, the Google's threat analysis group, they attributed the attacks to a group of hackers recruited in a Russian-speaking forum that hacks the creator's channel by offering fake collaboration opportunities.
So remember that, guys. Remember that.
Yeah, so I was scrolling down and it said, let's see. Given the ongoing efforts, Google has managed to decrease the volume of Gmail phishing emails by 99.6% since May 2021. With an increased detection efforts, we've observed attackers shifting away from Gmail to other email providers, mostly email.cz, czam.cz, post.cz.
So,
and I'd never seen at like CZ. I was like, what is that, you know? But the other night we were laying in bed and we received an email, company advertising. This was February 9th. So 4 days ago, they said, hello, my name's Annette. I work with an advertising specialist for a mobile legends company. Specialists have dissected your YouTube and we might want to offer you a paid cooperation.
Dissected.
Our interest is that you tell your subscribers about Mobile Legends. And they want us to basically run some type of ad during our show that would get you guys interested in the game. And we're like,
well, immediately I was like, okay, we have 2,000 subs. So first off, what do they really see in us? And two, if they watch our content, they know that we're not gamers. We're not, you know, we don't throw anything down any of our subs' faces. So I thought it was super weird, but we were like, okay, let's look up the game and let's
see who sent this. So as soon as I looked, I was met with this sketchy ass email and the ending at centrum.cz.
CZ.
So there you go. It looks like we might have been a target for this same type of hack that was, you know, that got Justin Payne.
Right. And, you know, like we wouldn't have even responded, even if it seemed like a legit email. But it's really sad because I can see a lot of creators being like, oh my God, like this is my first sponsorship. This is so awesome that they recognized me. And, you know, some people, it takes years to get over 1,000 or 10,000. So it's just sad that some people will actually fall for this. So always check who is sending it. Put the email into Google, do your research, and don't ever think things are too good to be true. If they're too good to be true, it's probably a scam.
So do think that things are too good.
PNN almost was a Shiba
giveaway scam stream.
Yes. At least we would have had 16,000 people watching. Bots watching.
That would have been a record breaker. But I was, you know, trying to look into how maybe this happened. And there's something that's called SIM swapping. And if you're not familiar with it, what it is hackers or people trying to hack into your account will call your mobile phone provider and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I want to change my SIM card.
They'll pretend to be me. So a woman would call, say, I'm Emily Kidwell. I just got a new phone in the mail. I just want to swap out my SIM card. And here's my security questions. Yeah.
So once they get in and they can get the person on the phone to believe that it is legit, they'll give the SIM card, the new SIM card number, and they'll swap it to that SIM card. So essentially, they have a copy of your phone and can get past any of the two-factor authentications that may be on your accounts. And, you know, they say that 2FA is really a safe thing for you to have. And it is. It's safe.
It's a lot safer than not having it, but there's definitely some kinks in the road.
Yeah, it's a $200 million industry, so there's a lot going on. Accounts are getting hacked and stolen.
And not only that, but it's like your private cloud containing whatever is, you know, in these people's hands. It's a really, really creepy.
Yeah. So this website here kind of breaks down what SIM swapping is, and it also offers some ways to protect yourself against possible SIM swap. And the things they say here is reset the PIN on your mobile account, set your online profiles to be more private, and contact your mobile carrier and ask what they're doing to protect you from SIM swapping.
So, and I know like a lot of you in the comments may be like, okay, this just does not pertain to me. But if you have a YouTube channel of any kind, even if you have 100 subs, this could definitely happen to you. And even if you don't have a channel,
right, anybody,
you know, they can get into your bank account. So it's just another reminder. It's a different kind of predator. And going back to the Alex situation, I know we're all pretty set that it was the dark web pred. But I even thought after I saw this, I was like, well, maybe these hackers tried to get into PP Official using some weird third party, I don't know, whatever, and somehow failed, and YouTube shut it down because there was a bunch of weird stuff about using a third party site and hacking and doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, now that you say that, I'm like, maybe.
So I definitely thought about that, but we're gonna stay with the dark web pred. We'll blame it on him. And then as far as Justin Payne, typical Justin, he is just remaining as positive as possible. So
he said he's gonna rebuild.
He's going to rebuild. So we will link his Instagram below so you guys can follow him on his journey to starting a new channel. And then once we have his new channel, we will definitely link it and cover it and all that good stuff.
Next up, we want to congratulate Skeeter on getting his 100K plaque from YouTube. Yes. Although they're a little late. He's at 194,000 subs now, but nonetheless.
Yes. Well, YouTube gets... YouTube, a lot of content creators actually have like ongoing issues about this and getting their plaques, because the normal average person would think that YouTube just sends this out once you hit 100K. But you actually have to apply for it, meet a bunch of different requirements. So the fact that he got this is a big achievement, and we're really proud of him.
Shout out to...
Okay. Cup is using all of his little...
No, but I was going to say, DAP hit 100K.
Right.
When's he going to get his plaque?
Well, he's got to go apply, which is just crazy. But
anyways.
Wait, I feel like there was something else. Right now he is #1 in
the community with subs.
With the subs. And I know that can be argued with anxiety wars, but I feel like they're a little different because you can't actually watch anxiety wars catches on YouTube, and he doesn't go live with catches. So definitely congratulations to Skeeter.
And then the next thing, everyone's always saying, well, why didn't that guy get arrested? Well, Skeeter got an arrest, and this is Traverse City man arrested for soliciting a minor for immoral purposes. And basically this guy lost his job. He was being harassed. People were calling him a pedo. But the cops got a search warrant and arrested him. And this is from last year's catch. It was quite a while ago from Skeeters in July. But we got a little clip here.
He actually stole the gum. I mean, that's very minor on the list.
What's going on, Daddy? How you doing? What's up? How's the Mercury Milan?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
It's holding up pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That annoying beeping.
Who is honking like that?
Someone is just laying on their horn. Anyways.
Meet a 14-year-old girl here for
so he has the gum in his hand, and he dips.
I think that they should have given him a theft charge as well.
We're just going to call the cops if you leave.
I think they probably added that.
Let's hope.
Nonetheless, congratulations on that arrest. Doesn't always happen same day, you know.
And Skeeter said that he actually was not planning on doing a catch. He was actually on vacation when this happened, but when the time arises, he's going to jump on it. So it's really dope that he was on vacation and ended up getting an arrest that was super successful. Emily's learning English.
And you can tell this is a pre-suit skeet days.
Pre-suit
the early catches.
Skeet.
So shout out to Skeeter on that. PvP ran into a little bit of heat on catch 117 with this a-hole.
This guy was next level. Like, he was actually crazy. He kept antagonizing PvP with his flashlight.
And laughing and just like, he thought it was a joke.
Just joking. And so PvP obviously, you know, followed him back to his house. And he out of nowhere just whipped out a big ass
like a steak
blade.
Knife.
Really scary. And it's, you know what I was thinking is the entire catch, he was holding up a flashlight to kind of like blind PvP.
Right.
And I was like, maybe he was trying to do that so he could, you know, go in with his knife.
Exactly.
I don't know. It was really scary. So I'm really glad PvP is okay.
Yeah, he made that decision to dip pretty quick after that, as he should have. But you just never know what kind of danger you're going to run into in these situations. So go watch that one if you haven't seen it yet. Next up, Web Pred Patrol did a little rebranding.
Yes.
He's now changed his name to just Web. He's evolved. And Web stands for, as of now, watching every browser, which I kind of like.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's super. I honestly love it. And I'm also really liking how he's doing his thumbnails. He's kind of changing up the names. I think it's easiest for his main followers to remember, like, Diaper Pred. But if you want to get your content out a lot further, for example, he did the high school math teacher. That's sitting at, what, 31,000 now? So that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, but we might as well jump right into the teacher, I guess. He made the news with this one, actually. Herkimer math teacher arrested. He was arrested. A teacher. And we see this often, unfortunately. But a YouTube group known as Web, claiming to be luring sexual predators to eventually turn them into police, have been in Herkimer for the last 2 weeks, and they claim to have drawn in 3 men seeking relationships with underage teens. And yeah, so, you know, this guy met up with Web, and cops got him. And they arrested him. And yeah, it's so crazy. And I know I always say this, but it's so crazy that you don't know who you're talking to when you're on these apps. And, you know, it may be a police officer, it may be a teacher. And a lot of people commented on, you know, Webs when it initially went out and was like, oh my God, that's my daughter's teacher. Right. Some of the kids were saying, this is my teacher.
And one girl even commented on it got shared over to Facebook, and one girl commented and said, did he ever creep you out and grab your ass too? Like in PE, he wasn't a PE teacher, but apparently a lot of students thought this guy was a weirdo to begin with.
And the police are taking this very seriously. They did say that there is possibly one victim that is coming forward or has come forward from this guy.
Wow.
We'll play a little clip here.
That you weren't interested? I'm not interested. Do you understand how I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit? I can understand how you might feel that way. Because you literally drove... It took you, I'm telling you, it took you an hour from when you told me you were leaving, not from when you were dropping something off to your mom, from when you left or whatever to get here. And you walked all the way in the back where I told you to meet.
So there you have it.
I hate when people wear the mask like that. But huge props to Webb for getting this sicko off of the streets and kind of being a voice for a lot of survivors or past victims to come forward and say, hey, I was too scared to speak up, but this teacher did whatever to me.
Yeah, this could and will probably be a nightmare for the school system.
Yes, and he has been he was on the school site, but he has since been removed.
Yeah, so shout out to Webb on this one. And then the other catch that happened last night, we have a little clip here from this, but this was a really good catch. It was a long catch. It was with NVCAP.
4 hours.
Yeah, give or take, because I think they were driving for a bit.
This one was, I think everyone that's watched Webb kind of transform over the past couple of months, they all have said that this was him and NVCAP's best one yet.
I have to agree.
They walked in, I think, thinking that this was just a normal weirdo that they were going to confront and then leave. But it was kind of like an onion where they kept peeling back layers, and they discovered that this guy is a sicko.
And Webb wanted him to tell somebody, but he was like, all right, well, how about you tell your neighbor? And so he went next door to tell the neighbor, and this is what we got.
He's a level 2 sex offender. He's on the registry.
Yeah, I'm a sex offender too.
Oh, you are too?
Yeah.
Fuck. He's a level 2 sex offender.
So basically, the neighbor was also a sex offender, and I was like, okay, maybe this little complex is maybe where they're housed, and it turns out that is the case. There's more actually living in this house. But I mean, just goes to show you that they will reoffend. This
guy wasn't only just a sicko, but he actually touched his 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
It's a really heavy, there was a lot of people that I saw in the comments saying, I don't usually cry, but this one has me in tears. And you also got to see a lot of vulnerability, I think that's hard to say, from Webb. He kind of opens up, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a really great catch. Shout out to NVCAP and Webb.
Yeah, go check that one out. And speaking of teachers, Regional Deviant Watch recently got a vice principal, and on his profiles here it says that he's special ed resource. And this scares me.
This scares me a lot. We see a lot of special needs teachers, and it worries me so much, just like I'm sure everyone is asking, because we don't know if they have done this to their students that maybe don't know how to be as vocal and forthcoming. And it's just sick. I believe it was uploaded yesterday, right?
Today.
Oh, today.
Yeah.
So we're going to link that below so everyone can go watch. It's
a quick one, but it's still, I think we need to put some eyes on this and
absolutely
get this out to some proper media in that area. Next up, we also wanted to share, we added some new resources in our Discord.
Yes.
If you look on the left-hand side, you'll see survivor resources. It's a little envelope with a heart on it. If you click that, it'll take you to the page with all of the phone numbers that we have listed, as well as websites. And one thing I wanted to point out was we put on here some online therapy services, and they're ranked for different kind of reasons. So you got the best overall, you have the runner-up, best with insurance, best with for couples, best without insurance.
So there's there's no reason not to take care of yourself and get yourself help, because there is therapy for everyone, and any type of, something, I'm different because of this. Well, there is a group of therapy for that.
Right.
So get help.
I was also thinking for some catchers, if you wanted to offer some type of help that's not maybe specific to their area, one of these online therapies could be a good choice, and then they can figure out in that therapy maybe a specialist for these.
And honestly, I've actually done online therapy, and BetterHelp is actually incredible. You can do Zoom, it's like a Zoom call kind of. And just remember, I think something that's really important to remember with therapy, I've been in it since I was literally 4 years old. You're not just going to go to a therapist and be like, okay, you may clash, I say it's a lot like dating, where you're going to have to go through a couple of therapists before you find the perfect one. So definitely hop on our Discord to see which one is best for you.
Yeah. And then we got some news coming from Courtney Elizabeth. We were actually going to have her on today, but she had her catch.
I know. Oh, well, that was the other thing. She had her catch, and then Cup's sister went into labor this morning.
Yes.
So we may have birthday twins. I don't know.
I know. She's trying to steal the shine from my birthday. It's already hard enough competing against Valentine's Day. Now I have to compete with a potential niece or nephew.
Yes.
And it's crazy.
But yes, Courtney was going to come on. So we'll reschedule that. We'll get her on here.
Yeah, but she went to court because this guy, I know you guys have seen this catch before. He filed a temporary restraining order against Courtney to take the video down, essentially. But she had court, and she represented herself, and she won.
You guys.
Like, that's a big, big accomplishment.
When I got that text message, I was honestly, I jumped out of my chair, and I'm not even over exaggerating. It's rare that someone that is getting sued will go and represent themselves. And
she wasn't getting sued, but
represent themselves when they're looking like the bad guy in this situation, and then come out on top. So,
and he paid for a lawyer.
It's
So
crazy.
she was going against head to head against the lawyer. So I just think that's awesome, and I wanted to have her on to kind of walk us through how that went, because I'm sure other catchers might come into this situation in the future.
And you know what, I don't know if I told her or if I was going to tell her, but I know Alex was going to hire an attorney for his channel to be like, can you look into this?
Right.
What do I need to do? So I'm saying he should just hire Courtney to go represent him in court against YouTube, because she's kicking ass.
And another little update from Courtney and TCOY actually was this Jaguar pred. I know you guys remember him, where they went to the parents' house and the parents were kind of fighting. I think it was his mom and his brother or something. But TCOY got a message saying, "Good morning. This is so-and-so from probation. I just want to let you know that Dylan is in custody and I'm working on things. I will be in touch when I know what's going to happen."
Yeah, they got a hold of his PO officer like immediately that night. So big ups to TCOY, who was a decoy, and Courtney.
Yeah, we'll link the original video here with the catch, as well as TCOY's decoy call with him.
Oh, this guy was such a sicko, but he acted like he was not a sicko, even though right before he was asking the minor, he's like, "I'm not going to show up if you don't send me nudes."
Right.
And so they pulled up to his house, but he was like, no. So go listen to those calls and congratulate them.
Next up, we got someone that we wanted to give a shout out to, Ace.
Yes.
They actually they joined our server today, so thank you for that.
Yes. And we've talked about them before. We talked about them a lot on season 1. They do a lot of lives on Instagram
And Facebook.
Facebook, although I think that their Facebook got nuked or something.
They said they're working on trying to do more on YouTube right now. And when they do, we'll obviously be sharing a lot more of their content. It's just hard to share the Facebook lives, because a lot of people, I don't even have Facebook.
Yeah.
But I wanted to point this one out. This one happened yesterday. They caught this guy, Richard. Well, this was the second time he was caught in 1 week. They caught him 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, and this was the original catch. I'll show you.
You're gonna kill somebody, dude. I don't.
He was hella drunk too.
You're gonna kill somebody. Don't try. You're gonna kill me. Get off. Listen, bro. I'm about to call the police. Okay.
Holy shit.
Call him. Call him.
Listen. Hey, man.
Please call him.
Oh
hey, Richard.
my God.
Get off my
Richard. There's no need. Hey, man. There's no need. There's no need for this shit.
Get off my. Give me.
Oh my God.
This is a dangerous situation. You never know what kind of, mental state these people are in, but
it's it's so dangerous, but props to her for taking his keys, because he could have killed himself or a family driving home from dinner.
Well, he got away that time, but the second time he came to me, he was also drunk. He reached out to the decoy again, also drunk, and this time he was arrested for a DUI.
Great job. Wow.
So shout out to Ace.
And just say it was a real child. Him getting the child in the car and being drunk and crashing. I mean, that's
crazy.
It's a different level of fuckery that you just don't care about anyone around you. So shout out to Danny with Ace. And if you guys are in our Discord, make sure to give her a warm welcome.
Yeah. And also with Ace, they posted on their Instagram that they're looking for volunteers. I think it was in the Jacksonville area. But if you wanted to volunteer, we'll leave the link below. It takes you to their website, and you can volunteer to be decoy, security team, picture decoy, video editor. So we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to help if you're in that area and you want to tag along, maybe for some catch as some security backup.
And definitely, I mean, they're, like I said, they're really big on Instagram and Facebook, but make sure you follow them on YouTube, because I think that they need a bigger audience, and they are OGs in this community. So if you're not subscribed, if you've never heard of them, make sure you subscribe.
Yeah. So shout out to Danny with Ace. And then the last couple updates here. Musa was in court. It's a quick one. He went to court for a guy, and he said that one of them basically is going to plead out, and then 2 others wanted to take it to the next court system, like a bigger court, to fight it. So good luck with those cases there. We'll keep you updated.
And our boy's about to hit 300.
And he's going to hit 300.
He is going to hit 300. And we were talking to him yesterday, and we said if he keeps up at the rate that he's going, this year he should hit what? Like 200 catches?
Yeah, just this year, yeah.
Because he's had, I think, 26 to 30 catches this year. So keep it up.
Shout out to Musa.
Musa Fries.
And then DAP was on an interview here with a local radio station, 105.1 The Bounce.
105.1. I don't know. I had like a country tone.
But if you want to get a little insight into the DAP Inc. crew, go take a look. I wanted to play this little snippet.
What your end goal is as far as, you know, maybe you have a 2022 goal or whatever. But real quick, I want to talk. You mentioned that it's not just guys, and that's typically what you see on like on NBC. You have women that you've caught as well. What are the? I mean, are the women looking for the same thing? They're just looking for a minor to hook up with. I mean,
to be fair, the 3 women that we have caught, all were for like a
threesome.
Okay, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on here. What I'm not allowed to say on here.
Sure.
Yeah, for a threesome. Like, so a man was still connected to it. I've never caught just a woman, like, say, looking for a little boy. It was always a woman looking for a little girl for her.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, though, because a lot of people are always asking, have you ever caught a girl? Have you ever caught a girl? And it is really rare.
Well, it is, unless it's like a couple. But a lot of the worst women that get caught are generally the nanny, a teacher. They're not on these apps actively looking for a quick hookup. It's more so deep-rooted relationships, and they're close with the family where they're super trusted. And that's 100%. when they target. And then Dream Floral here, we wanted to give a shout out. I know you guys have probably missed White Guy Wednesday. Yes. In his Discord, he posted, he was like, sorry guys, I'm, traveling. Next White Guy Wednesday will be 4 something. And everyone was like, wait, what? 4 April? But it was just a typo. So he will be going live this week, Wednesday, with White Guy Wednesday.
Do we know who the guests are going to be?
I heard there's some special guests. But I don't know if I'm going to ruin it, so I'm just going to stay quiet.
Okay. Well, definitely check that out then. Make sure you sub. And we'll be watching that.
I really hope that they have bingo. I don't think that they're going to, but again,
you never know.
Bingo is my shit.
That's your shit.
That was my shit.
And to get to the moment you guys have all been waiting for, this is to pick a winner for our giveaway.
And shout out again, everyone who left a comment, or just in any of our past videos, anyone who leaves a comment, we read them all. So we appreciate everyone.
So good luck to anyone who may win this. It's random, totally random. There's 37 comments, and we're just going to click this button, and it should load up the winner. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
LALA Blue. There she is.
And Lala actually commented 2 times. She did leave a comment saying what she loved in the community. So thank you, Lala.
Shout out to Lala for winning.
She is in every single one of our videos showing support in the comments and in a lot of catchers. So she's super well deserving.
Yeah. And she's always donating to catchers too.
Yes. So Lala, I will Venmo you or Cash App your money. Either just send me a Discord or I don't
leave a comment.
I'm trying to think if you have a Discord, but if you don't, leave a comment or email us and I will Venmo you immediately.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. And then that pretty much brings us to our top 5. Should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Our first one's coming from, what do we got? PvP.
And just a reminder, everyone, make sure you are in our Discord. So we post them every Saturday. We give you till 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday.
Yes.
To
and this was a
close
voting on this this week.
Yes.
But this one's number 116, TIMMIE. And this one was actually, I watched this one live. This one was really good.
Yes.
Go ahead and play this.
You cherried it off with, just come over and talk. That's how you lured him here.
I said
That's how you lured him here. right? That's it was you. It was you.
I didn't say come over. I said
you.
if you want to come over and talk, that's what we can do. Because the first, if you look at the first conversation,
it was you.
The first conversation was you wasn't sure what he wanted.
It was you.
So I said,
it was you,
right.
the one that was having the conversation, right? You were the one typing the messages?
Yes.
Right? It was nobody else, right?
No.
So you were talking to what you knew was a 14-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you continued on a conversation,
mm-hmm.
right? And then you offered for him to come here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
He's slowly deteriorating.
Do you think that's okay?
No.
How old are you?
40.
Yikes.
Are we
How old
about
is
to
the
get
boy?
some tears?
14.
Gonna cry.
Can you count from 14 to 40?
Yep.
Go ahead, start.
Oh, no.
Count from 14 up to 40.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
It's gonna make him
21,
cry.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
Okay,
37,
so some
38, 39, 40.
Oh my.
Can you? Okay, so can you? So you see on the side of his cheek that one like tear?
Yeah.
Okay, skip forward in the video, like far. That same tear mark is still there. Like I don't know if he painted it on.
It's part of the outfit.
There was no tears, no sincerity. He actually drove off and then came back.
Yeah, that was rare. That was rare.
And
and he was in town for like some charity event, and it's just like, bro, you're gonna come into a whole new town that you know nothing about and try to meet up with a kid,
with our youth in our communities. Yeah, and
Unreal.
he was everything PvP said. He had a counter argument for it. No. But the one thing he could agree on is that was him talking. So. Really good job, PvP.
Shout out to PvP. Go watch that one. He's also this guy was a drag queen.
Yeah,
Is that
well, the night before when PvP was talking to him, he sent him a picture, I believe, and he was all done up in drag. You know, looked like a woman and everything.
Electroshock was his name.
Yes, so definitely go watch that
Her
so
name.
you can see her name or her picture.
Number 4 is coming from PGA, Pred Gang Association. I think this is their second time on the top 5.
Second time on the top 5. And something that I really, really love about his videos is he puts a lot of effort into the quality of the content. The editing is great, but I don't know. You guys just have to go watch his video to see. He generally has like 2 or 3 people filming, so he'll alter the camera view. And I think he may even have a mic because his sound quality is really, really good. And he catches pedophiles.
When you talk to a 15-year-old girl and you say you're going to get her addicted to you and sweep off your feet.
Not like that.
Not like that?
Not in a sexual way, no.
Not in a sexual way?
No.
How can I know that, though?
True, you have a good point, but I'm not going to do that.
You weren't going to do that?
No.
So why, if it's not sexual or if it's nothing bad, why would you not say it over the phone when I called you earlier?
True.
It wasn't, honestly. I wasn't going to say anything bad.
Huh?
I wasn't going to say anything bad.
Well, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I can't wait till we dance, but...
Oh my.
Can't
and so
wait
that
till
was
we dance.
it was too much over the
That's what he was waiting to say.
Baby, I can't wait till we can dance.
Oh my goodness.
Like what? That's the thing, is that these predators talk so dirty in the messages, but then when they meet, they try to be like, oh no, like with that message, I just meant like, you know, we were gonna go look at the stars.
Right.
So really great job. And
shout out to PGA. They just hit 1,000 subs.
Okay.
So good work on that.
And I'm trying to think. Right now they don't do live catches, right?
I haven't seen any lives from them. I think they said they might start doing some.
Now that they hit 1,000, we'll probably start seeing that.
Yeah. So shout out to PGA on that. Number 3 is coming from none other than Alex.
Hey.
And this was the catch that we were actually on. And if
I
you guys
love how
have
they have matching outfits.
I know. If you guys have not seen this, though, please do yourself a favor and go watch it. Not because we were there, but because it was a really, really good catch.
This guy was so sick.
They were literally wearing the same outfit, too.
They were.
Red shirt, shorts, socks, and shoes.
And then you asked her to be your girlfriend.
Not an actual girlfriend, just like a girl, and she's a girl, she's a friend.
Ah,
And
yes.
Right.
Together they make girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay, so a girlfriend.
Yes, but not actual literal girlfriend.
I'm not following here.
I know.
Another wording like dating as a friend.
Oh, so friends with benefits.
Yes.
Okay.
But he wanted to feel
not
her
like marry her, but more just like
no.
more like this is my friend that I do some stuff with.
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
Okay. Well, thank God for that, because
yeah,
you know, dating's a whole
no
different
sense.
realm.
How does that make it better?
Wow, I think she would say the same about you if she saw you. She was looking at you, but it's okay. It's mutual. But okay. So yes, I do.
This guy was
How
just,
bad do you want?
he was, first off, he had said something like 3 years ago, the cops came banging down at my trailer door for allegedly raping a 15-year-old. So there was that. And then he said that he's always been into younger girls. He's always gone after, and he used to be fully gay. And I'm pretty sure that it was asked, like, are you bi now? And he's like, no. But he only used to be
switched.
Yeah, and he went after a 14-year-old boy, a 15-year-old boy. So this is just a true pedo.
No, this guy's sick.
He was so sick. And it's actually really lucky that Alex was able to get him, because I guess for a while, like, they had been talking to him for a long time, and then he kind of fell off. But right when Alex and his team hit back in California, they got a notification from him. So I'm really glad he was arrested. And can I just say, I have never been to Olivehurst before this. This park, you really cannot see it in this frame, but it literally looked like a dumpster.
Yeah,
Like,
you see the
there
trash
was-
in the background on the table. That's not from anyone here.
There was so much trash. And so the fact that he was going to meet this little girl at this grimy ass park and feel her up, it was just disgusting. And I'm glad he's fucking gone.
Yeah, shout out to the Yuba County Sheriffs on this one. Next up, number 2 is coming from CPP. This is a drug-fueled dude comes to meet a little kid to get high.
Oh man, that pisses me off.
Yeah, because you're here to fuck a 14-year-old. You're gonna get her met the fuck out, bro, because you're a fucking drug addict, fucking pedophile, bro.
I didn't see it that way. Like
you don't see it that way. You're here for a 14-year-old. What the fuck do you see?
I know.
And if you don't lie, bro,
I'm not lying, bro.
You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar, bro.
That's the first time I made somebody online.
Well, that was stupid.
I know.
What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to meet 14-year-olds? You ain't 31, bro. How old are you? How old are you?
41.
41. So you're not 31. So you were lying about that too.
Yeah,
all right. I want to go over these chat logs.
I'm not like that.
I want to go over these chat logs. And if you're honest, it can go one of two ways, okay? If you're going to sit here and bullshit with me,
you really have to be a different level of just self-absorbed, or I don't know the right term I'm looking for, but it's disgusting to meet a minor off the internet to try to do sexual acts on her, but and then it's another one to do sexual acts, but then also
get her high
on drugs.
Right, which could ultimately just,
I mean, ruin her life with a majority.
More so than what's,
A majority of people, they try a drug one time and they're hooked. So you're gonna do that. I don't.
With meth too. Meth is like the dirtiest drug.
It's so disgusting, and I'm really glad that this guy was arrested.
Yeah, same. Yeah, this guy really pissed me off.
And it seems like Tommy is pretty heated in this. So, which I mean, I relate to. I would probably be slitting his throat.
So shout out to CPP on this. And the number 1 spot is going from none other than PCM.
Yes.
And you guys, this catch was done by herself.
Yes. Until the end. Eric came at the very end.
Right. But this was a registered sex offender. And I think she hit it out the park on this one.
Not only is he a registered sex offender, but he was just let out of prison, which he was in for multiple years. He was just let out of prison last week, you guys. Last week.
What?
Play that.
Yeah. No, this guy was absolutely just disgusting.
Well, you must have another girlfriend.
Who's Maya?
That's another girl from Meet Me.
Dang. You say you couldn't date nobody. You got 3 girls in your phone.
This
How
is
old are
another
those
one.
girls?
She's the same age as her.
Oh, she's 14?
She did the same thing, too.
What the hell
What gets me is...
Why are they doing this to you?
They shouldn't be able to make a Meet Me page if they're underage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
The app
do.
should stop that, you know?
Because, I mean, because it says you have to meet the age requirement. So what gets me
Right.
is, how would she be able to get in and make one? Being underage. That's why I
Well,
don't get it.
Say, like, you just came across her Facebook, though, and it didn't say she was, like, 18. She said she was 14. I mean, would you still talk to her?
Yes.
I mean,
If she responded and was like, hey, and responded back to you?
yeah, I mean, that's how I talk to people, but...
So you would have.
A lot of Facebook don't care. A lot of people...
You can just tell this guy has not learned a damn thing from
No,
the last time.
Nothing at all. And it was actually really shocking because Shonda asked, she said, do you have a PO officer? Or
Like
are
a
you
parole.
Yeah. Are you on parole or are you on the registry? And he's not on the registry. He does not have a parole officer. I think that he said that they didn't give him therapy while he was in prison. And it goes to show that he literally learned nothing. And if you guys caught that in the beginning of what we just showed you, his phone goes off and it's another message. And Shonda says, well, how old is that girl that you're talking to? And he says, oh, it's the same age as your decoy.
Right.
So he's literally talking to multiple underage girls. And of course, as everyone knows, Muncie County just does not take these cases from the catchers. So he was able to leave and go. Something that I am going to include in the bio, because I know a lot of people complain about this and Muncie not doing their part. It's the DAs. So I'm going to leave the email for the DA in the description so you guys can do your part and let them know that this guy should not be roaming free.
Right.
He literally was just let out, and he's already talking to what we know 2 underage 14-year-olds.
Like, what more does the DA need to prosecute? Tell us. So
right. And then if you are going to prosecute, why are you not giving them therapy and the tools that they need and putting them on the registry? And you know, he called a family member, and the family member was like, oh, well, we'll make sure that you delete the app. I'm sorry, but they did not give a shit. And you can clearly tell that he's not all there.
Right.
So I guarantee he's probably already back on these apps. He probably never got rid of the app. But I want to give a huge shout out to Shonda, because the way that she interrogated him was so not condescending or degrading.
Right.
She was just so understanding, which I think allowed him to really open up about his past and let us all see the true sicko he was.
Yeah, and I want you guys to take a look at his jacket here. I thought it was notable here that one of their other catches with DAP not too long ago, they're wearing the same kind of jacket.
What is up with that?
The Chomo collection.
Yes, get yours.
R.I.P. to the top one, though, because those are some of the old school Nickelodeon shows that I grew up with. Rugrats, Rocko's Modern Life. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, if I ever see you in one of those sweatshirts, it is a game over.
I would never wear that, honestly,
Okay,
unfortunately.
Good.
And then the last thing we wanted to show you guys is a charity, a nonprofit here. If you guys wanted to get involved with helping, and this is ARC, and they do a really good job, but it's kind of supporting, ending child trafficking, human trafficking. But their website's really cool if you want to go on there and take a look. They have a lot of statistics. Let's see here, child trafficking statistics, U.S. and international. And some of these statistics, you guys, are shocking. But let's see here. It says when a child has been recruited, transported, harbored, received, some commercial element is introduced in the production of child P, then that individual is also engaged in child trafficking. It says 600 to 800,000 women, children, and men brought and sold across international borders every year and exploited for forced labor or commercial sex And that number is just so high.
That's awful.
But they do have a lot of ways that you can help, contribute, and volunteer on their website. And I just wanted to kind of put a spotlight on it for anyone that wants to maybe help out more so in this fight.
Absolutely.
So shout out to ARC, and we will leave the link below so you can go and check it out. They also have something, I think it was called like become like a social media ambassador.
Okay.
So they give you some things that you can share on your social media to kind of further their goal.
Right.
So I thought it was really nice.
Because a lot of people know that it goes on, but they don't know the severity of it.
Right. So shout out to ARC, and that pretty much does it, you guys.
Wait. Where's our honorable mention?
Oh, right. Yeah, the honorable mention, you guys. This was a good one. Let's pull it up here. It's coming from Musa.
This was one of my favorite ones. I'm actually kind of shocked it didn't make the top 5.
Same.
This was so good. And if you guys remember us last week saying a lot of these guys are more concerned about their wives or their loved ones finding out that they're gay or there to meet a boy than they are meeting an underage child.
Kid.
And this was a perfect example of that. So
right now,
I can't do it, dude.
You're going to have to do it.
I'm not going to tell her. My life's over then.
Your life is already over by coming out.
If I tell her I go free?
Yeah, I'll let you go.
Well, okay, I'm going to tell her that. I'm not going to tell her it was a boy.
You ain't got to tell her about your sexual orientation. That's your privacy. But you will go and tell her about it was a young kid tonight.
A young girl.
Yeah, you can say a young girl.
Is that not really fucked up?
This guy is twisted.
Is that not fucked up how calm he got when he found out he could say that it was a girl
and get off and go home?
Like what?
Right.
What?
Yeah, this catch was really good. And shout out to Musa. I think he said it was like negative degrees out there. It was super late. It was like 4 a.m. and he was talking to the police outside, getting this guy arrested, and he's actually still in jail.
And let me tell you what, I don't want to ruin it, but his wife, who he's been married with since high school, really heartbreaking, and
good for her though for sticking up, because he admitted a lot of stuff that you guys need to hear. So
absolutely. So go watch that. Go show Musa some love for that arrest.
And I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to touch on?
Like I said in the beginning, tomorrow is Cup's birthday, so please reach out to him. Tell him happy birthday, my little Valentine's baby.
Thank you.
And Lala Blue, make sure you hit us up. I'll try to find you somewhere. If you don't find me, I'll hunt you down in one of the live streams. And other than that, I think that's a wrap.
All right, you guys. Have a great week. We will see you next Sunday.
Yes.
Drop some purple hearts.
Drop the purple hearts.
Peace.
Bye.